obviously delighted we're through. Fantastic. Really proud of the players. Thought the players were excellent. Thought really strong performance, really professional performance, and fully deserved to win the game. So really pleased for all the players.
What happened there at the end of the match from your perspective?
I think there was a lot of frustration on Charleston's part. I think you get into a conference semi-final, I think you could see it meant a lot to them as it does to us. And I think there was obviously an off-the-ball incident where it looked like he's hit Andrew. Andrew's got a bloody lip, so he gets sent off, and then there's a bit of a reaction from everyone, and I think a lot of handbags and people just sort of jumping around. So I think it just showed to me what it meant to both teams, and it's disappointing that it happened at the end, but I think the referees did a great job tonight and thought he had control of the game, and deserved a lot of credit.
Do you like when Sean backs up his teammate, runs in there, again, sort of
To be honest with you, I prefer we show a little bit more. Quite sure what the right word is, but I think it's safer not to get involved. I think they have some players that try to antagonise and try and do things like that. I think it's best just to leave it. The referee will deal with it. He dealt with it. He gave the red card. It is what it is. I think after that, you're only going to end up just getting involved in stuff that none of us want to see. So I think it's safer to not to get involved in stuff like that. I appreciate the camaraderie from the guys, but equally, when you're playing against guys that maybe are trying to do stuff like that, it's not wise to get involved in it.
I get the goal earlier than at least last week. Now we're playing
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought first half we had some really good chances. I thought we got into good areas. We just needed to pull the trigger a little bit quicker. I thought we had some lovely passages of play. Just couldn't quite get the shot off quick enough, and they defended really well, got some blocks, and then Greg's made a couple of really big, important saves for us at a good time. So, but all in all, look, to get to the conference final again, the guys deserve enormous credit, really do.
James, is it kind of appropriate that it has to go through to New York now?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, our focus was obviously on trying to get there. I think now that we are there, I think it's fantastic. You've got the number 1, the number 2 seeds, so it's great. And I think from our end, we're certainly looking forward to the game, as I'm sure New York are. Both have a lot of respect for each other, so it should be a great game, and we're excited to go there and play them.
A lot of fancy footwork kind of going on in the box for a while. Was that by design, or did you feel like they were kind of do too much with it?
Yeah, I think at times we probably needed to shoot a little bit quicker, but I think there was some lovely passages of play, and you have to give them a lot of credit. They threw their bodies in the way, made some big blocks, and Mike's a really good coach. They've got, I think it was so many years, the last 6 years they've made the playoffs. They're always there. They're a really tough team to play against. So Mike deserves an awful lot of credit for the way he's conducted himself. He's had a really strong season, and we hope that they get back safely. I know for them it's, they're going back to a lot of flooding with the hurricane. So we wish them the very best, and hopefully all their families are safe.
The playing final third has been much more impactful since Magnus returned to the lineup. How important is he been for you?
Magnus is somebody we've got great sort of belief in, but I don't necessarily think it's been much better. I think when you look at the course of the season, I think Niall did a tremendous job in there for us. I think when you look at the way we play, I think when you look at how teams are in this league, and you look at how strong we've been in the games and the way we play, I think that's been, for me, really pleasing. I think I'm obviously going to be a really hard taskmaster, and I think Magnus, since he's gone in there, has certainly popped in and been able to create and score some goals. But I still think Niall was doing a superb job for us there as well. But we've got really good players. They're guys that, for me, have got tremendous potential and tremendous upside. And Magnus tonight showed some really, I want to say, top level, quality. And I think for us, when you look at the quality that we have there, it's great that we have that to be able to draw upon. And equally, it was a lesson from last week where we made a change where we wanted to get another striker on. It was difficult for him, but he's responded and he's come back. He's put his head down and all the things we want, which is exactly what we want to see from not just Magnus but from all the guys.
33 shots last week, and obviously to take that many today. What was kind of the difference maker?
Well, I think obviously when you look at the game, first half we probably had a higher number of shots, I would think. Second half, then once we get the goal, they start to make changes and they become, more of a threat. When they're playing longer, we got into good instances, and then I think we just didn't quite get that final pass to get a shot off. But I think again, when you look at how we played and the chances we created, especially first half, we just needed to pull the trigger a little bit quicker. But as I say, we can be really pleased with the guys. Their effort tonight was, really, really good, and just really, really proud of all the players and the supporters. I thought the supporters did a fantastic job for us again tonight. Made it really intimidating place, and and over the course of the season, the supporters deserve enormous credit for the way they've been with us as well.
Going into, even like after you guys had gone ahead the goal, did you feel nervous at all for the rest of the half, or did you feel like you guys were pretty in control?
No, I thought we were going to catch them on the break. I thought we might get another chance. I think when you look at, we were able to break on them. I think it was just that final pass. We've had a couple of chances and shots that got blocked and went out. So I think for us it was a case of managing. He brings Lasso on, and obviously he's 6'4", 6'5". They've got some height in their team, so the changes that are coming on, they're big guys, so you need to be mindful of that and make sure that you're prepared, because from set pieces they're obviously going to be a threat when they have that much height on their team.